Well, with that misunderstanding, let's begin, shall we? Today's focus is on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I know it's not the most Sega Bluesky game, but I mean, I played Sonic Adventure DX last time, and I could have continued that, and I think that's more of a Sega Bluesky game. Oh, hold on. We're gonna restart that because I wanna capture that GameCube goodness. All right, you guys, let's see if this works. Ah, fucking shin. I banged my kneecap. Hurt like hell. All right, let's see if it captures it.
O cantitek dit back.
Okay, I'll take it. Sure. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Very nice. So, maybe I will play some Sonic Adventure DX. I don't have a ton of time. I gotta be up early tomorrow. Clinicals for the next 8 weeks run on Sundays. But like, okay, this game isn't the most Sega Bluesky. One, two, three. I thought I must have deleted my. Swore maybe I deleted them.
File select.
Just do that. Okay.
Game select.
I kind of wish I had my.
Story
I know
select.
I have my save still from when I was a kid. I'm gonna play some Hero Story. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a
Sigma
go.
Alpha.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo
Really
status of
mistake you made
captured
it being
Hedgehog
number two.
aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What? The
Didn't copy
Hedgehog
that.
is
Over.
gone. It's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's
What
wrong?
in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
Rips off.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better.
They quoted that in the Sonic 3 movie, and I find it funny they did, but it was done better in this game.
Yeah!
This is a hell of a fucking intro, man. But this is what I mean when I say, like, Sega Bluesky. I mean, technically this was a Dreamcast game first, and I have the Dreamcast version, but
Attention all units.
it will always
Suspect seen heading
remain
south.
more of
Block all
a...
major roads and capture the suspect.
It'll always remain as a, GameCube game. Point. Yeah! Chili dog! Nobody cares who you are. Thanks for saving me. I was scared. What is this? Hold on. Oh, freaking shin. Dude, that hurts, man.
Here we go.
Speed! Hit a fucking wall. We gotta get the key of the Chow Garden. Oh yeah. Well, I missed all of them. The hard part, I remember as a kid. I was not a coordinated kid.
Here we go.
I think honestly it's games like this that made me fall in love with the whole Sega Bluesky aesthetic. Like this shit. I don't think you're supposed to drive that on this street. That looks like a vehicle that's oversized load.
Try whistling here. There must be someone here.
Hi, sheep. Guess I can't. Oh,
Yes!
freaking chin, man. That hurt. Oh, boy.
Just made it.
Just made it. Infinity Nikki. Who the fuck plays Infinity Nikki? Going to the Chow Kindergarten. Oh no! What did I just do? How the fuck do I get so many chows? Can I give this to you? Run? Let's give him a sheep. What does this do to you? Holy shit. This is dude, I wish I could say I figured this out immediately. I was a stupid kid. I didn't understand what I could do. I think I drowned more of my chows than anything. Eat it! Eat it, you stupid kid! Is she gonna eat it? We good. I don't think he's gonna eat it. Oh, okay.
Don't worry, buddy.
Alright, let's actually go play the game. Saving the chow data. Oh yeah, this.
This game of tag is boring.
I'm out of here.
Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay.
Bring it on.
Bigfoot reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
I do think the Sonic DX is more of a... Ouch! Ouch!
This is Spider Troop Bigfoot. Bigfoot to headquarters. So, we engage the enemy or fight back.
Ouch! Damn it.
For just one hedgehog.
One hedgehog.
Hey, guy. Take care.
Take care. I figured I'm not playing a ton of like crazy games because
What?
oh yeah, it's this guy.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald.
Wow!
Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me
Penis.
for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
Chaos control!
What is? You did ask him to say something. I wonder how many people are. Oh shit! I forgot to update the game. That would help, wouldn't it?
Wow, he's fast! Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow.
Not
I'm the world's ultimate
speed.
life form. There's no time for games. Farewell!
What is
That's a lot of people. Dude, one guy has like 159 viewers on this game. Yeah, 12, 45, 6, 4. I'm definitely the person with the least amount of.
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the? Look who's calling who a thief. I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not? Dr. Egg.
Dr. Eggman.
That's Dr. Egg.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead. Not if I can help it. What?
I feel like this is the tail end of that whole Sega Bluesky. I mean, it inherited a lot of it from the Dreamcast.
What was
So
that all about?
this
And
was
look what you did to my
definitely one of my earliest GameCube
I did that
games.
to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
There he goes. Frickin' chin.
I despise anyone who takes
I remember
jewels from
having
me.
Sega
All
Smash
the
Pack
lost
and
gems
playing
are mine
Sega.
to keep.
Yeah, we'll
Sonic
see about
2.
that, Batgirl.
The Genesis one on Genesis Sonic 2 on PC back in the day. I got it from Sears, and I actually remember the day I got it and being excited. I love this game.
I've been away for a while.
Nothing special.
Back to kick some butt in Wild Canyon. I shall find all the lost pieces of the Master Emerald here. I'm gonna get those fools. They wanna play with my emeralds. They play with the wrong guy.
Ecadona.
That's what I'm representing. Never
There may be some
more or less.
in that box of statues.
Dude, I honestly groove to this sometimes going to work. Like, I'm not even joking, man. I have to remember it's not the, I have to remember you don't use the left stick in order to pan the camera. I'm so used to that from, like, today's game. Dude, this has to be easy, one of the easiest ones I've ever had. I don't love you. I love the music in this. It's just the perfect mix of actually kind of badass and goofy. I don't love you. The space one's also pretty good. You ever hear this, dude? The music in like, and that's the other thing. The music on the Sega Bluesky kind of era, like this music was just, I don't know. I'm not gonna act like it's the only music that was ever good, but like, damn, is it good? The beat that's out for my jewels. Dude, the people who made this were awesome, man. They were fucking wild. Dark place. Found one. And the thing is, you can play this level as long as you want it. This was always my least favorite as a kid because it was like so lengthy. I'm a getter with this. Yeah, I don't love you.
It's close.
Are you kidding me? Nothing like getting endlessly fucking interrupted, is there? Let's go dump all this shit. Strong one? Swing is level 4.
Now there. Now there.
Let's give him the. I'm kind of like curious how it's supposed to work. Stop! Stop that here. There we go. I think the other one died. No. There's one. What the hell? I have to figure out how to get more. I forget how to get more of these guys. You're not allowed to sleep. Take this. I think you can actually.
Now there.
How do I teach them to swim, man? I need this guy to get like to a level 2 swim so he doesn't like die. I guess he's just gonna die, man. If he falls in that water, he's dead. My god, I remember this. Prison Island. Oh yeah. This is what this is.
There's no mistake about
Look
it.
at that
It's
background,
not together.
man.
It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called
God, the
Prison
music,
Island.
the background. This is
I heard the news
Dreamcast
about it
that
on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic would destroy the military building or rob the bank.
Or rob the bank.
Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on
Rob
my
a
way.
bank.
What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too. What's Amy doing here? Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger. Tornado transformation!
Oh yeah, legs.
You're just that cool. You couldn't. Whoa! You won't escape me this time. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna destroy you. Tough. I let my guard down.
Hey, how's that?
That was really easy. Hopping. Honestly, this game is more of an aesthetic. Dude, that is beautiful. Look at that. No, don't stop.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Wow, Tails, you did it! But what are you doing here on the
still the same music.
I'm the one
Sonic
who should be
Adventure
asking that
DX.
question.
Well, the first
Don't you
Sonic
know it's dangerous
DX.
here?
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic.
Again?
Okay.
I know, Eggman. Up to no good again.
Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back.
Don't leave without me.
I want to get a picture of
I
that.
want to help Sonic too.
The fucking sky, man. I swore, do I have screenshots of this? Yeah, well, let's deal with it.
Hold B button down to log on. Release it to fire a homing missile. More enemies that are locked on at one time means more bonus points.
Just spam me, man. I'm almost beat the hero mode in my actual game save. I beat one of the last ones. I think the next one I have to beat is I have to do the Sonic base level, which
Use the Vulcan cannon to destroy hidden containers. The Chow Key is in this container. If you keep it, you can learn the Chow Garden when you finish the stage.
well, I want to get another life as the goal here. I should play some Sonic 2. Sonic 1 kind of stinks, honestly. I can actually do Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That would be kind of fun to play.
Keep your health meter above zero.
Good advice.
Rings more than help you recover health.
I think that's what I'm going to do. Play some Sonic 3. It's not quite Sega Bluesky, but I played a lot of this game, so it's kind of like not at a speedrunning level, but like I'm not much of a speedrunner on. I just like to appreciate aesthetics of games like this. Like, so I think this game probably had a lot to do with. I know we're talking about my personal connection with Sega Bluesky, so I think a lot of it came down to this game. This, my buddy, I did not have it as a kid, but a buddy of mine and a neighbor had Sonic Adventure DS, so when I started collecting games, so like, one of my first collection game points, like the point I consider myself having actually, I didn't have a lot of I had quite a bit of games on the computer, I never touched them. And I've gotten a lot of ROMs, which is kind of my solution. So, I still had a lot of GameCube games. I got rid of all my PS2 games. And I remember one of the first purchases I made where I said, I'm going to start collecting physical instead of just having ROMs. Physical Gorilla. There's one of the games that I said, okay, I'm going to start collecting ROMs. You know, not just ROMs, right? So, I have ROMs. You guys remember? Hold on a sec. You probably remember seeing one of my, there we go. You guys probably remember seeing, there it is. You gotta get all these things. These are really useful for Chow World. Dump a ton of them. So, you've seen my ROM collection, and it only I'd say the time I started collecting ROMs was when I started doing like remote play. Right, it was like right before Steam switched to the vertical grid. So I'd say I started doing Plex 2018. I think I started collecting ROMs in like 2019. Actually, I know the exact moment. I shouldn't say the exact moment, but I know a way to find out roughly what moment it was, better than I know now. 3 sets of goofing around. Hold on a sec. Because I remember not long after I started, the Scott the Woz video on anime came out. And I remember the way I found out Scott the Woz doing a Nuzlocke, that I gotta see. We're definitely saving that one for later. That is an hour and a half. Which Pokemon? I think this is Sapphire. I should do a Nuzlocke. I've never been big on making Pokemon difficult, but I think that puts me in a prime position to do a Nuzlocke. Because most of the time when I play Pokemon, I just goof around. I catch all the Pokemon. I play the same way. I just enjoy Pokemon Sapphire. I wonder if he's playing, if this is a ROM or not. What is this? I see him playing with, I see he's got a Switch controller. That is really cool. I love how they've got, like, I'll be honest, we're gonna take a brief detour from our talks on Sega Blue and gaming to talk about some Sega Bluesky, right? And associated comments of nostalgia. I love this setup here. Actually, that looks like a Xenoblade controller. That's exactly the controller that I use for Nintendo games. I mean, I could have gotten my USB GameCube thing, and in the future I may, just because GameCube controller is awesome, and I'll just run a simple GameCube controller. Because usually when I'm playing GameCube, I have my old Wavebird I use. That was always my dad's controller too. Like when my dad played with me, he would use Wavebird, so I wouldn't let anybody touch it. That was his controller, even though he didn't really give a shit. But I'm kind of glad I did that, because my Wavebird is in peak condition. It's amazing. It's immaculate. My controller was always the Nyko Airflow, which is a pain to find a good quality one, unfortunately. You can probably find a Wavebird easier. You'll probably spend more for a quality Wavebird, but you'll find one at least. Where I could have gotten just the Wavebird. I get one of those Wavebirds without a wireless thing if mine was in bad condition, because the wireless thing would have been fine. The Nyko Airflow, however, I actually bought another Nyko controller for the PS2, and I want to see if I can swap the sticks one day. I just haven't gotten around to it. I should. But so I love the Nyko though, because it's got those acrylic buttons. But I noticed he's got it looks like the Xenoblade controller, and it's funny because I needed a interesting. Usually that lights up. Well, so I needed a Switch Pro controller, and I love little collectible things, and I'll be honest, I like the aesthetic of Xenoblade. I'm going to be the first one to admit, I'm not a Xenoblade fan, per se. I just like the aesthetic of Xenoblade. I shouldn't even say the aesthetic. I appreciate the look of the game. I appreciate its battle system, but like the same battle system that I appreciate for being novel and kind of fun. And of course, it's just an anime-ish RPG, so I like that. But I don't really like playing Xenoblade. I'm slowly pushing my way to work through, and it's not a bad game. Don't think I'm saying it's a bad game, but I'm not a fanboy. So I've seen a lot of people are Xenoblade fanboys. I remember one person added me. I think it was randomly on Steam or something, or it might have been Discord, and they just went off. I forget how we started talking, how it came up, but it was like one of those. You add someone who's autistic, and as much as I'm autistic, so I don't mean this as a slight against them, but because I would do the same fucking thing. Yeah, I'll do the same damn thing. But it was funny because it was funny though because it was that autistic thing where like every so often you get someone like that where like they just go off on something. You're like, oh yeah, you learn a little something. And apparently that day I learned Xenoblade is a very biblical game. It's like it's very steeped in biblical text. I don't fully understand it, but very interesting. So that's my impression of Xenoblade fans. I mean, I don't understand. I like it. I don't understand. I like more so casually. You know, I like the look of it. I don't understand why it has such a cult following. Is it just the neat battle system? So anyone feel free to tell me that. But anyway, the reason I brought this up, I wanted to kind of go into this a bit. They've got the Xenoblade 2 controller. So when I needed a special edition controller, I found out this is hard to get in a good that's in a legit copy. And this is definitely, I'm almost certain is legit. I haven't opened it up, but I mean, it's good. I think I spent $70 on this, which I mean, it came in a box. It was a Japanese box, but everything's English on it. I think that's about the best you're going to get. The problem is there's a lot of fakes of these, but this one's good quality, so I'll take it. So I did get a Xenoblade 2 Switch controller. That was my Switch Pro controller that I got. Finally. So, and honestly, it's cool because I never thought I'd be getting one that soon. So it happened upon my lap. It was like $60 or $70. I think it was 70 out the door. It was like 60 is advertised, and you got taxes and eBay's fees and all that. So so it's cool. I don't need a ton of them. I'll probably get some other ones down the line to have like a collection of 4 controllers. But I've got a Pro controller. Anyway, I love this setup. I wish I had the space to do something like this. Even with my expanded room, the most I'll have space for is a love seat. And that saddens me. Now, I could set something up like this in our living room. But I guess that's always the thing. I've always wanted something deliberate as far as ooh, I forgot about this. This is really cool. I got to make more of those. Anyway, I could do this in my living room, as you've guys seen with my Storks review. My problem is it's not as it feels a little more. This feels a little more studio-ish. Maybe one day I'll have a nice big. I'll be able to spend. I mean, I'm doing nursing, so I'll be making a lot of money, and I want to buy a big house. Like, I'm gonna live in like a 2,000 plus square foot home. Bare minimum is the size I grew up in, which was 1,900 square feet. If you guys look back at my old videos, you'll see the video where I had the sun at my back, the whole during the day, and you get the window behind me. It's a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. That's my bare minimum, honestly. But the difference is I'd be living in there alone, and I'd have my my gaming setup. Some people may say, well, Rage, what about a potential love interest? And I don't see it. I'm sorry, man. I'm just a bachelor kind of guy. Part of me wants it, but I think honestly most of it is just pressure to feel. I feel abnormal not having dated, and when I think about it seriously and logically, and I don't just go, well, I'm lonely, quote unquote. I don't even think it's loneliness. I think I just feel abnormal. I gotta mute this. Yeah, I can be fine. So it's not even loneliness. It's just I feel abnormal. And when you think about it mentally, I go, I can't imagine myself going out on dates. I can't imagine myself taking some of the money out of my computer and out of my game collecting and out of, mind you, that's not all I do, but like, I can't imagine taking time and money out of investing in what I enjoy doing and giving it to somebody else. Like, I'm not the kind of person that plays games with other people. You know, like, I don't do PvP games online. You see me, I stream and I play mostly single player games. I got burnt out on multiplayer, and even when I didn't, I just never was the kind of guy that could do multiplayer experiences because I just never felt like it had to be on my terms, and that's just not fair to submit someone to that. So I'm just a single player kind of guy. So it's like, you know, but that it sucks in some ways, but in other ways, again, I'll have my big house all to myself. It is going to be the greatest studio house ever. It's gonna be the Raging Gamer house, and I say that with only partial irony. I'm gonna be able. I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna be able to have my studio living room set up like this. So if we have friends over, we do shit like this, and I love this idea. Actually, my thought was, I wanted to get like a futon that obviously friends can sleep over, but something that's got a little bit of a wood edge panel that you can like mount shit to. Like think like if I show you guys my setup here, see how it's got these slat woods? Something built like that. I think it's called Mission or whatever. Something like that, where you've got the wood slats, and it's kind of like a you've got that. I want to have that so I can like mount like a clamp setup, so I can have mics and have it rigged up as like a podcasting setup in this room. But we'll see what furniture I come across once I get the addition done. The other problem I have with that setup is so I'm sitting here. I can't pan over here because I have a lot of personal stuff on there, and I don't feel like potentially doxing myself. But my dresser is right. My door is right here, right? So I'm against this back wall. The door is right over. You can go to the wall and just door, right? That's the entrance into my room. Then I've got my, because I don't like, number one thing I don't like, and it's because I grew up where in my other place I had this same setup, but I had two shelves, but it was against, one of the shelves you see back there. Oh, you can't see it, but it's the shelf next to my bed. I had this set up, and then it was down the way, and then my TV was across on the other side of the room. So I think this wall is in here. And you guys remember it. You see in the back, and I had my nice VR setup where you'd go, and if you guys really dig through my old videos, you can probably get a layout of the room. It was, you kind of this big table in the center. You had the length here of, actually, I think way back it even had my old brass and glass. But you had the chest, you had the corridor where I would set up to do VR. Then you had another corridor that was kind of like, along there. It was a little weird, but you had basically everything was kind of corridors in this house. You have the TV, and then to the left of the TV sat on a wall next to the alcove for the closet, and then you had the entrance to the room. So the entrance was sunken in from this wall because on the other side of that wall was the guest room, so it was expanded into my room. So even things out. So you'd look down and you would see somebody coming in before they kind of, so they're basically in front of you practically. Hold on a sec. So it was one of those things where like I got used to like, and I was at the end of the hall. So like people would come into the house. There's only really one place to come into the house at the base of the steps downstairs. So you'd hear the door open, you'd hear the steps creak, you'd hear the call creak. You know what I'm saying? I'm a teenager. You didn't have people sneaking up behind you. I was way at the end of the hall. No one ever came down there unless they had to specifically talk to me. Where now my bathroom is right there. Even the bathroom was a little further down the hall a bit. So no matter what, most of the time people went to the bathroom, they didn't walk past your room either. So I didn't have to have the door closed. People just didn't bother me, and it was great. And now I don't like being kind of in this. It's nice to at least be in a vestibule, but by the front door is right, literally on the other side of my monitor. It's like right there. So it's a pain in the ass. So one day my plan is to have a nice setup and not have to worry. What was I looking for? Oh, Scott the Woz anime. Real quick, I want to pull that up because I want to before I go. 5 years ago, it was.
Hey y'all.
2020, February of 2020. So it was probably 2019 that I started ROM collecting, which was where I was putting it before. So before I go into the tangent about this, I started ROM collecting around 2019. Found the Scott the Woz thing. Originally, I was like, oh yeah, he's got a big collection. That was kind of the first time I fell in love with the idea of a big collection. But to me, I had this ROM collection. I wasn't big on collecting physical media. And I was happy having my media collection and remote playing on my phone, even though it kind of sucked. And I just kind of, it naturally grows from there. Well, I've got this remote connection. What if I could play games on the go? And Steam Deck was announced, exactly what I wanted, rather than playing on my shitty phone. Yeah, it had to be, because I had my S9, so it had to be 2019-ish, or 2018. But anyway, so I got and then the Steam Deck came out, and that was exactly what I wanted. So I'd play games, on the Steam Deck, and I'd play games, on the, at college and on the train. It's great, and granted, I don't do as much as I want to, but. And then one day, me and my buddy got together and we were like, we should do, because I hadn't talked to him in a while. Now, I still had my old home back where I lived, and we grew up together, but we just fell out of talking for like a year. Then we got back together and started going to the flea market, which is where I want to start recording. And we started doing like game hunting there. I was like, we should, I don't know if it was Scott the Woz or what, but it was kind of a bit of that, but it was more like, man, he used to go all the time, I used to go fairly frequently, but like, I went once or twice with his family, and finally we're both grown and can drive ourselves, and it's like, yo, why don't we just get together and go to the flea market? And I think this had to have started. This started after I dropped out of because I got my license while I was in nursing school. Beforehand, I actually had my father drop me off at the frickin' hospital. That was a joy. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Chape viewers on streambo.com, remove the space, @Z6
Yeah, remove my balls. So, like I said, 2021 roll, I think it was around 2021. It had to have been, I think, one of our first trips there. We walked around outside, and we came inside, and I saw, and I still have it, Madden 95 for the Genesis. And I was like, Scott the Woz, Madden. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, this is pretty cool. Madden, but before it was 3, because to me, Madden's always been 3D, even though it's been like GameCube and PS2 and all them, or even Dreamcast. But a Genesis Madden was like, wow, that sounds like something I gotta try. And they had that, and it was like $2. And I was like, I should buy this, even though I don't have a Genesis. And I'm like, and then I went up to the counter to buy it. I was like, $2. It'll be a cool little shelf trinket, because like I have dumb stuff like that. Cheerios action figure. This started as a joke where I had the same box of Cheerios on my fridge because nobody ever ate it. My buddy comes over one time and goes, Are you gonna eat that? And I said, probably not. I'll probably just get thrown out. So the next COI comes over one time and he says, hey, notice anything different? And he had put it in my room on top of my desk here, and he goes, it's a Cheerios action figure. And so, added to the thing of trinkets, it was, along with the Amazon penis ball, the PUBG themed crisps that are spicy that I can now no longer eat. I think I got those back in 2020. A couple different weird cans. I have a can of Budweiser for during COVID. I'll actually show you guys. Hold on a sec. So, Budweiser during COVID, right? I remember we had a barn fire during COVID, and it was the first time I saw it, and they made a shit ton of these. It was also with the American Red Cross, apparently. Budweiser delivered cases of canned water to first responders because it's water in a can. You can easily throw a bunch on the, like a case on the truck, and we keep a case on the truck. I mean, we had a pallet of this shit given to us. So I drank one, and I decided to take the can home. And I remember the first time I was on a barn fire and I saw this, and you just see that from a distance, and you go, holy shit, bro, you got beer and you're holding out on me? And he goes, no, and he turns it. And this is because they got to make sure. They basically took the leftover water, and this shit tastes like cans. It's got a nice, heavy metallic taste. It's not bad for you, but it doesn't taste good. But you know what? When you are sweating your balls off in the heat of the summer and a fire, it tastes good as any other water. And it's more so funny because it's NVFC, proud partner of National Volunteer Fire Commission. But yeah, so they were for more than 30 years in America. So it's a cool piece of Americana. I just thought it was funny that Anheuser-Busch has their label on a can that looks very much like a beer can, but of water. And not many people can get a hand on this. This is stuff that you had to be a firefighter to have, and most of us just throw the shit out. We still are going through the pallet of this shit that we were given in late 2020, early 2021. It was a while ago now. I don't know how much of the pallet. I haven't checked the chute in a while, so I got a picture of the full pallet. It was funny because no, I remember it wasn't that long ago. It was given to us 2023-ish. And the joke was one of our coxswains had the worst call in history. He's like, "Come on, boys, we're thirsty and ready to drink," and no one will let him live it down. So like, we were making jokes constantly about that. Like, I sent a whole picture in the group chat of this, and I said, "Thirsty and ready to drink." So it's more so just a cool little thing, along with like a Pepsi Nitro can. I probably should get rid of that. I don't really need Pepsi Nitro. It's a cool little thing. The melon soda. Honestly, it started because even back in East Hampton, we got these cans of Eagles Bud Light, and they're like tall boy cans, and you can't find them very often. It was just a really cool can. So I kept one. I think I gave the other to my uncle eventually. We had two on my bookshelf, and I didn't need two. I just wanted one. So that comes from when I lived at the other house. And then I've got a couple G Fuel flavors. I got the Sonic one, the Tetris, and the Meat Boy. I bought a case of that Meat Boy, and I still have like 3 left in my fridge. Shit, it's too late for a brush fire. They got other people to do it. I'd like to. It's too late. I gotta go to bed soon. Otherwise, I would. I got early morning, so I can't be stuck out on a brush fire till the end of the night. But yeah, so, I mean, I gotta get up at 4 in the morning. I'm probably gonna be going to bed. Plus, we haven't lose an hour, so I'm probably gonna be going to bed like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Don't expect much more. But yeah, so I like collecting stuff like that. So, hold on a second, let me put that back. So the idea was I bought it as like a tchotchke, as kind of more of a joke. And they happen to have, that's my original plan. And then as I'm checking out, they've got for $40, they've got Master System Sega Genesis Model 3. Not the Model 2 I have now in here, but I have a Model 3 that I store. Originally I had the Model 3 here, but you gotta watch that. That's like not the best spot. I hate having this set up like this because I've got the Sega Genesis right here, and the problem is it kind of slightly overhangs. So if I'm not careful and I push it there, and this is on a TV tray, I can't wait to have some actual desk space because my goal is going to be to, there we go. Hopefully that'll help. My goal is going to be to My goal is going to be to have like a desk spot for that. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm going to try to put it like underneath the monitors or something and just have a little Sega Genesis. Because like, you guys can see, hold on, I got to clean this off too. There we go. You guys can see, I've got, where is it? I got there, right here. Can't really tell. That's a CRT. It's about the size of the palm of about the size of my hand. The screen is a 9-inch, maybe even less. Shit. So it was really more of a cool. It's kind of the perfect size for a little desk mount CRT to play Genesis games on. Right now it's sitting on just a TV tray because that's the best I got. But so when they had that, I said, you know what? This is it. I'm going to start collecting right here. Because I miss having physical games. And so it began. So Scott DeWaz has kind of been there as far as my whole collecting. I picked the worst frickin' time to collect. But I've gotten some great deals. I've had some friends that had a buddy of mine, same one who flea markets, used to be like, oh, I'm going to collect retro. He never got too big into it, but he did buy a bunch of games he wanted back in like 2016. And so he gave me a few of them. PS1, that was his. He gave me back, I gave him my old GBA, and I mentioned I was going to collect. I decided I was going to collect, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I'm not using your SP. He's like, you want it back? And I was like, dude, you sure? If you're not going to use it, yes, I will take my SP back because it's my childhood SP. This is the shit I beat Ruby on. Now, unfortunately, he could not find my childhood Ruby that I gave him. But I got the next best thing. He gave me his childhood Pokemon Sapphire, which I always wanted as a kid. So I was very happy to get that. And then eventually I bought Pokemon Ruby. So, I mean, I still have my DS from being a kid. I got a bunch of stuff. So I got a good head start at least. But I've spent my fair share of bad money. I got Path of Radiance, one of my favorite GameCube games, hands down. It's a ton of fun, and it aged very well. But I spent $330 on it, and then it never really reached that. That's what it was called. That's what the eBay listing, but it was perfect. But around that time, it was like $300, $310, and it's only gone down since then. It literally dropped immediately and hit 300, and that's down like under 200 now. But I'm glad I have it. So, you know. So I always wanted to have something like this set up and have the TV over there and be able to play retro games. Or like I have my TV up here right now. This shelving unit is gone. I'm eventually, so I can have like 3 sets of, I'm going to have a new desk and it's just going to be a flat desk. I might put a shelf up there for some, like my router. That's about it. The actual unit here, that everything is single. Because my router's been up there. God, I remember being in the old house and having my light up there. Man, it's crazy. But this is going to go. The whole desk is going to go, but I'm not going to have any like shelving up here. So all this is going to be gone. I'll be able to do 17-inch monitors eventually. The TV up there is nice, but it kind of it's cool. It's a cool dorm setup. I'll definitely kind of miss it on some level, but I'm going to be happy to have more space. The fun part's going to be I'm going to put my TV up high over there so I can lay on my side and still watch TV. I'll probably do the old TV. That one's going to go on the wall there. I have my games there. But then my desk is going to go all the way out, so this window is going to be gone. It's going to be further down. My couch is going to be basically at the back, is going to start at the end of where this window ends now. So that's going to be the beginning of the window. It's going to start there. Which means you're going to be kind of off-center watching TV, and that's going to kind of suck. I plan to possibly put my couch on coasters so I can at least have some kind of setup, and that's where I was going with all this. I know, it's been a long journey. That was kind of where I was going, though. I want to be able to do a... I want to be able to do shit like this with my friends, although me and my friends don't usually interested. I will not have like this kind of space, I think, for a long time. Like a dedicated space. Like, I'm so happy for Scott. I remember him doing videos. The anime one was... I'm pretty sure this was after he moved out of his old house. Yeah, that's the blue background. So it's definitely moved out of his house. But I mean, like, I feel bad for him. I shouldn't say feel bad. I remember seeing that, though. And I remember him talking about how he wanted his own space in a basement. And I mean, I know it's just a video, but like, it's very cool to see him finally be able to have this set up. Because I don't want to play parasocial relationship, but I feel like I kind of get Scott, and this is what I always love about Scott. He almost reminds me of me and my friends. Mostly me and my one specific friend that I flea market and who does basically everything. I mean, this is the kind of guy. When we were like 19, 20 years old, my grandfather was up there in age. He's passed since, unfortunately. Both have, unfortunately. Well, my one grandmother's left on my father's side. But my grandfather would drive up to Delaware to Dover, and my mother would dive down to meet him. And so he would drive down, he would drive up, and we would meet him there. Well, my mother would drag me to do it, and on some level, I'm glad she did. But like, I couldn't gamble yet, so I mostly would say hi and then hang out in the lobby, and I was incredibly bored. So one day, my mom was dragging me down there. I was hanging out with my buddy. I'm like, yo, dude, you want to go down to Dover and chill out in the lobby of a casino hotel for a while? We don't have a room. You're not going to be able to set foot in the casino because we're all both underage. You want to do that? And he was like, hell yeah, I do. Let's go hang out, bro. Like, anything. Dude, I remember I told him when I got into fitness, I was like, dude, let's go for a run. It's going to be like a good 3-mile run. Get some good shoes. And we do that, and he's like, oh, I thought you meant, like, drive, like wah run. I'm like, no, I meant run, like with your legs. He's like, well, I don't have running shoes. And I'm like, that's okay, bro. So what we ended up doing is we walked, and then when he had to do a stop somewhere in town, I would like go for a run and back. Because like where my old town was, it was like you could walk to the like more of a walkable town. So it was kind of perfect, and I miss that dearly. Where now I live kind of more out in the woods. But so, it was like, he's like one of those friends, dude. You could just do anything. It'd be like, yo, want to go bury a dead body? And he goes, do I? Yes! You know, like, truly one of the best friends you can ask for, man. And, you've seen him on this channel before. He's around. He may not be the shining beacon of advancement or college education, but, or anything like that, you know, but, like, he's up for anything, man. It's great. And you know each other so long. You speak your own freaking language. So you're going to get an ad. I'm sorry. If you want to hear the story, you can go back to the VOD or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, though, I recommend Twitch, because Twitch is where all the fun shit is. So that's how I feel when I watch Scott the Waz. Like, it's me and my buddy just doing whatever we want to do and just recording it like back in the old days. And that's how I feel Scott the Waz is. It's like, he's just a dude who's got friends, loves to make videos, never was really wanted to do it as a career, but just, I don't even know, I don't know if Scott does this full time. And it made me very sad when I found out my buddy, who I was talking about, is not a big Scott the Waz fan initially, and I beat him to a pulp on that, and he finally started coming around. I know, I bullied him into liking Scott the Waz. But it's just one of the in-jokes, you know. Stop telling me about Scott the Waz! But he appreciates it now, at least, a little bit. But again, it's just because it's us, you know? It's just me if I got famous. That's how it feels. And maybe I'm just projecting my own feelings. I'm fully aware that I'm not entirely admissible from that kind of bias. But, like, I feel it. It's just chilling on a couch, playing some... Yeah, here goes pre-roll ads. Cool. So, we're just chilling on a couch, playing some games, talking shit, you know. Kind of shit I love to do. It reminds me of my friends, you know. Granted, I don't think any one of these specific friends matches my specific friend. I'm certainly the main character in my own life, as we all are. But even in the videos, it's always kind of been... You know, my buddy's always been kind of the follow-alonger. It was always my videos, because I was the guy who liked making videos, and he was always happy enough just contributing. But honestly, as much as I'd say I'm the main character in my videos, when we're together, like, I'm the main character, he's kind of the side guy, it's... What was the word? What was I going to say? Shit. As much as I say that, I recognize that I would be nothing without his input. Like, it's what makes us funny, and the reason why I want to record us going to the flea market is because we bounce shit off each other all the time. Like, I'll say something and he'll bounce it off, or he'll say something, and you just get in that. It's just that rapport, and I'd be nothing without that. And I think that again, it comes back to Scott the Waz. It feels the same way. So I wanted to see this though. I was curious if they're playing.
This is a Pokemon.
What is this? Okay.
I've always seen Nuzlocke being played.
Yep.
And I think it would be interesting
and you thought,
to see.
hey, I wanted to do one myself, right?
I don't want to do one myself.
Exactly my point. Again, not to be parasocial, but I have met Scott the Waz. That was cool. On 2 separate technical occasions. The first one was at a panel. I don't know if you can count that. Again, I never really met the guy on the floor, but like, I ran into the guy through the panel, and he gave me. I answered a question. Yeah, I got he did one of the panels a while back, and he gave me a copy of, and it's on video, so if you can go find it, you'll see me as a fatso, finding something reflective to draw his attention, and getting my Nintendo DS. Was it Imagine Babies, I think it was, or Imagine Teacher. I have it. It's got to be, no, Teacher. Babies is the one that my local game store has like 20 billion frickin' copies of, and I should buy one just to have, because I do that. Like, they had the same copy of the 3DS Duck Dynasty game, so I got that, and the guy at the counter is like, "You're going to buy that?" And I'm like, "It's taunting me." And he goes, "Yeah, but you're going to buy it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Okay, it's not my money." And there it proudly sits on my shelf. Never have been played. But I like having dumb stuff like that. Dumb little in-jokes. We bought a Hell Hard hat up there, and you'll probably see it with the, whatchamacallit, the flea market stuff. It says John Bench, and it's a Philadelphia Corps of Engineers hard hat. It's a piece of shit. But someone was selling it, and they wanted $10 for it, and I gave them my last $5 for it, because it had the
Just
sticker.
Gun has followed.
Oh, hey,
Smiley
thanks
face.
for the follow, man. See if the other, I don't know if I have, I should have, I don't think this one has, it does have alert box. Hopefully it comes up.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry, I know I said I was playing Sonic. I got in a little bit of a tangent. You'll find that's a common theme here. But to make a long story short, it comes down to a lot of, it was a joke of the day that my buddy had this big box and he'd tell him to be safe. And as I'm telling him to be safe, I see this hard hat that's got safety conscious on the side of it. I'm like, "Are you safety conscious?" So we spent $5 on this hard hat and walked around looking like a doofus with a hard hat. That's the kind of, it's just the kind of jokes me and my buddy would do. So
Seems good.
to my new follower, welcome. I was just talking about, I happened upon this when I was pulling something up, and I wanted to see if they were playing it on a GameCube, or if they were emulating it or what, but it's not that important. Definitely something I wanted to review was the Nuzlocke video, but at some point, because and it made me think I should do a Nuzlocke, because like Scott was mentioning, I see them, they exist, and I go, that's cool. I really don't think that's for me, but what better thing to do on a stream than something that I don't want to do, but doesn't sound annoying? I mean, I played Cuphead. It can't be that bad. Start this back up again. So, but that was the other thing I want to do. I want to do, there we go. I want to do streams, or not streams, recordings of my buddy and I going to the flea market one day. It requires a, oh shit! Lucky you! You got Moltres. That's pretty cool. Congrats, man. That's a good roll. But so I want to start doing flea market videos, not because I'm necessarily going to find anything interesting at my local flea market, though every once in a while I get a good deal. It's more about me and my buddy, and if I can get him to join in, the flea market guy who runs not a specific store. It's an interior store, but the guy's always there, and he's a pretty chill guy, and I'm going to ask him if he wants to be on video, but if he does, it's going to down a bit. But if he does want to be, I got to fix the sound a bit there. That's a little loud. But if he does want to be on stream, I figured he'd, it's still too loud. That's the only problem with this is, so it's like one of those things where, we just got a good chemistry, a bunch of us. So my hope was to let me see all these.
I got
Was
Sonic
to get,
Adventure 1 and 2 Battle.
Was to get that kind of chemistry on video. Do you have them on Dreamcast? Or is it... When you say Sonic Adventure 1, is that the GameCube one or as well, or Dreamcast? Because I have 2 Battle as well. I don't have one on Dreamcast. I have DX. Ah, okay. I have them on Steam as well. I just always prefer the GameCube.
Steam.
It's just what I got used to. I should try the Dreamcast version sometime on stream. Especially since it's supposed to be like a Sega Bluesky kind of deal, but you know, it's one of those things. Hang on. I've just kind of been slowly. I don't want to do too much of this, but I want to try and get. That's not the right guy. Where's the other one? Is he up on the? What are you doing up there, buddy? I have no idea what half these. I never really took the time to learn the Chow world, so bear with me as I figure this out. Wake up. I want to get him leveled up. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, we dropped everything off. I mean, I never tried the Steam version. Everyone bashes the GameCube version, but, in the Steam version, they're like, oh, we gotta play the Dreamcast version. I disagree.
Amy,
but
keep your voice down. Have no fear.
Are they not? Oh, shoot.
Look at the Tails. Tails are not connected to Tails.
How'd you get here?
Tails, his tails are not connected to Tails.
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails.
Oh, this is, I think this is one of my favorite levels.
It looks like you could use it.
But I will say, one of the things I want to do one day.
It's because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
But I want to do like the multiplayer, because me and my friends used to play this all the time, and I think this is a lot of where my Sega Bluesky love came from. Was this game, playing this on GameCube. You're gonna laugh, Wind Waker. Just that green landscape, blue sky. It's just beautiful. Oh.
Wait for me, Sonic.
Oh shoot, I know what that is now. That's Robotnik's drawing up the arc. Thanks, Sonic 3. Maybe when I have more time, I'll do like a Genesis run through. I should do speedruns sometime. I've never been much of a speedrunner, but ooh, I do need these, don't I? There we go.
Have you played Shadow of the Hedgehog?
There we go. You know, I think part of the fun of streaming is getting a bit of an audience doing things you don't usually do, you know, like sure, I can play all the games I love to play on stream, which is cool, but like honestly, I've had more difficulty playing games. Ooh, I got the seal. And I think part of why I love streaming is it gets me to try different things. It kind of forces me to play one game rather than ooh. Beautiful. There we go. But so yeah, it gets me to try different things that I otherwise wouldn't do. And it forces me to play the same game, so I'm not like... I just get stuck on this idea of I need to maximize my time playing games. And I end up just jumping around from game to game. Or I don't even try a game, I'll just mentally jump around. So a lot of why I stream is for that. Yes, I have played Shadow the Hedgehog. Actually, not as much as this. Text-to-speech is a little so... Ah, god damn it. I did it again. I gotta turn down... Hold on a sec. There's gotta be a way to turn down... Eh, well, whatever. I just gotta pay attention. I did it on stream, so not much. I also... I'm getting very annoyed at being interrupted. Excuse me for a second.
Live 100% Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sorry about that. So, yeah, no, it's just one of those things. I played it on stream, and it's not my favorite Sonic game, I'll be honest. But I did play it a bit on stream for the laugh. I have some clips of it. And, I'm gonna try not to fall off the edge this time. But, I just kinda... I have the PS2? No, I don't have the GameCube one, just the PS2. And I played it when I was like a kid. There. Thank God. That's impressive. I've never been one to, oh, that's like screwing up again. Jamming! That's impressive, man. I've never been one to, like, 100%. I mostly just play games. I feel like I almost play them for the aesthetic. Like I said.
Do you like Mario Maker 2? And also, what are you playing this game on?
Sega Bluesky, you know? There we go. At least I got one. This is the most important. I'm not a big, like, challenge myself kind of gamer, so... Ooh. I like to beat story games. That I do. But I've never been one to 100%.
Barely made it.
So this is Dolphin. This particular one is the GameCube version on Dolphin. But I have the Dreamcast version as well on this. And I have, I don't have Mario Maker 2. I collected, quote-unquote, the original. I got it with my Wii U. I don't play a ton of Mario Maker, so I like the concept.
Hey, that's that blue hedgehog again.
But I have the Dreamcast ROM, I have this one, the GameCube ROM, and then I have the Steam version as well.
Fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me?
And then, of course, I have the actual game on... Here we go.
Good enough to be I'll make you eat those words.
I have the game on GameCube as well, which is still my childhood copy.
You won't even get the chance.
It's easier to... Tell I'm good at games. By how good I am
Wii U batted over it randomly.
You won't even get the chance.
That sucks.
And
try cleaning out the fan.
Try something to lower his defenses.
I'm the coolest.
I'm the coolest. So you're like a big Sonic guy?
I see. So you're not just a hedgehog. Darn, not bad for an imposter.
Okay, at least I didn't fall off.
Who I am?
Oh, it broke. Yeah, there's no fix. Well, I shouldn't say there's no fixing that, but that's a lot harder to fix. I stopped playing console around... The last time I played console,
What are your
I shouldn't
top
say the
3
last
Sonic
time.
games that you like?
Ooh. Hang on a sec. Shadow, get back here right now before the island blows up, right?
Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it.
I love this one. I would definitely put the two Sonic Adventures high up there, but the best games? I don't know. I played more a lot of the older ones, so I'm not like Generations. I played when that came out. Like, I'm not opposed to newer ones, but I feel like I'm not quite there to judge the originals. I've definitely the three I've put the most time into have to be this and like this, Sonic Adventure DX, and the and Sonic 2. But I think Sonic 3 is objectively better than Sonic
movies.
2. So I mean, I'm more of a. I kind of want to also come up with like a better like I don't want to just be like. Hold on a second. Let me get these. I don't want to say that like the Sonic Adventures are the best thing ever. They are, but they're also very janky. But I think Sonic Adventure 2 is probably my. I got it. So I want to be fair. I want to kind of incorporate a little bit of everything. So I don't want to say Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 is like the top 2. The Sonic movies are good. The first one was good. The second one was all right. I feel like the first two are mainly carried by Jim Carrey. But the second one had less Jim Carrey and let Knuckles take the wheel, and that was not as strong. But Jim Carrey comes back strong, so. And the third one was absolutely phenomenal because they did a lot less of what made the first two kind of suck, which was make Sonic talk way too much. And they just handed over the reins to Jim Carrey, because why not? And, oh boy, that was beautiful. So, top 3 Sonic games. And I should mention, I'm not a big Sonic fan. I mean, I like a bunch of the games. But I feel like Sonic fan comes with a lot of baggage. So, my top 3 Sonic games, though. Third is Sonic 3. Second has to be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. First has to be the what's it called? The Sonic Mania. Because Sonic Mania has basically no jank, and it took everything that the original Genesis games did and just dialed it up to 11. It feels like and I feel like very few Sonic games live up to that anymore. It's just a floundering franchise looking for. But even then, you know, you can take off the rose-tinted glasses of this. I love this game purely because of. I can work with that. I love this game because me and my buddies would play together. Excuse me. Me and my buddies would
If
play
you to choose my top 3 Sonic games, they would be Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 3.
Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, obviously. You got to put them together. And Sonic Adventure 1, that's a solid pick. Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 2, I enjoyed playing more multiplayer with. Because the story was cool, but I enjoyed the levels more than the actual story. Sonic Adventure 1 was just wild to me as a kid. You could, like, explore. It was Sonic, but you could explore this world. And it's like. That's awesome. There's no multiplayer, but single player was amazing. So you're not a big Sonic Mania guy, or you just don't think it's a. I don't think I've ever met a Sonic fan that didn't like Sonic Mania. But you didn't include Sonic Mania in that list. Like, I shouldn't say like, but loved Sonic Mania. To me, there is no beating Sonic Mania.
It's
just not your all-time. To me, honestly, Sonic Mania is a spiritual successor of the Genesis because it did what the Genesis games did well.
Mania
but it's not. It's not bogged down by being a Genesis game. It's the future of the Genesis game. And I mean, I played Generations. Generations is good. But again, there's just so many games that love it. I think a lot of it is nostalgia. Like. This game is great, but like, trying to 3 Sonic has always just been jank. The game just doesn't lend. The whole formula struggles when you take it to 3rd dimension. Yeah, I know what you meant. Like, Sonic Adventure DX and whatnot, Sonic Adventure are a great example of where the Sonic formula falls apart. This game tightened up 3D, and I think it's just because they learned a lot about 3D. But look at, like, Sonic 06. Beyond the bugs,
Install mod on lots of the adventure game that would not make the controls not janky.
Is that possible? Like, I feel like there's just no way. I have to try it. You've got me curious, I'll admit. But to me, Sonic is just, you're just always, that's just kind of like, the 3D realm of Sonic will always be like that because the game is just, it's hard to control something in 3D space and be like, and you know, this fast, that's just part of it. And Sonic 06, you had bugs, yeah, it was a zany, wild ride. And I want to get the game just because of how ridiculous it is.
Barely made it.
But it was just, there was other issues with Sonic 06, but Sonic 06 also suffered from janky controls. Sonic Unleashed suffers from janky control. Sonic Frontiers has that same jank. And I think it's just what you need to make Sonic go fast. There's gonna be jank, unfortunately. But that's okay, you know? You just kind of accept that. But to me, that means Sonic in 2D will always be better. I like Sonic Heroes. I know it's not my favorite, per se. Damn.
Sonic Frontiers jank is not that bad.
I mean, they tried to modernize it. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. The game, what I don't want to say bothers me. I don't hate the game at all. But what kind of hits me with it, ooh, this is the good music, is it feels like a cheap. It feels almost like.
This place sure feels haunted.
Let me pause this game when it starts.
There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Hold on. So, hold on, what was I looking for? Oh, yeah.
Ralph RZ.
So, go back to desktop share. The best way I can describe Sonic Frontiers, it reminds me of this movie. Not because, and the art doesn't really, if you actually watch the movie, everything feels overly clean and shiny. Like, the CGI is just bad. Like, it's this weird futurism that's come out of the last 5-ish years tops, where like everything is kind of so shiny it's almost dystopian. Like, not the Cyberpunk 2077 gritty shiny, but like the Billy future. That's the best way I can describe it. Like cheap Chinese knockoff. Like, what does it for me is the weird enemies. Like, not so much the enemies are weird in their design, but like oh, look at the shiny balls. Why do they look like that? And the Sonic movies have this too, but I don't know, it feels less. I guess maybe because it's not a game. Like the balls and then the weird like it just feels weird. Like, I don't dislike the game at all, but like the enemies just feel weird. And maybe because I'm just used to Sonic Adventure. The best way I can describe it is like Billy. We're gonna finish this level. I think this is it. It's just this weird feeling I get, but it's not a bad game. It's just a personal hang-up I think I have. Let's go. But I mean, somebody sees this and they go.
Why does Knuckles says he doesn't chuckle but he does?
Oh, long spot. see if we can figure this out. What's the other game one? Skull. Church Mountain. What did I do? Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay, don't die at least on this. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be live too much longer. I got an early morning. But thanks for stopping by, man. Always good to see a new face. Church Mountain. Found it. There we go. See? Look at that. Is that a... Go. Where is it?
It's closer.
Found it.
2 more left.
Pumpkin sandwich, man. Field. What's our field? This one, these games are. These ones were always my least favorite. I see why.
Something happened and now no don't have to leave.
Okay, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna be live for too much long. I'm probably gonna finish this up and go from there. Talk, but I'm done with this level. Ah, shoot. Where is it?
Kappa.
Like I said, the controls in this are janky. Where's this?
Did you know that?
He died. What happened? You got killed.
Where am I?
I love that they coded that. Oh, I think it's up here. Yup, it is.
It's closer. This place looks familiar.
I don't get that. I think it's because it used to be, it's like supposed to be Angel Island.
Do you like Sonic Generations?
Generations, I think I remember. That was pretty solid. Where is it?
One more left.
That's 2. Honestly, I know I played on Xbox back in the day. Come on. Go all the way down. I want to get that. Hear the horn.
When it came on Steam, got the game.
Sonic Generations is on. Is that the Sonic X Shadow? I want to get that at some point, but I'm not exactly in a spot to. I don't know why it does that. Ghost Train, yeah.
I have Sonic Generation 6 Shadow.
Yeah, that one. It's on my list, but I get a lot of different games. At the bottom, what?
On the Switch.
Oh, you got it on Switch? Cool. How does it run on Switch? Where are we? Like I said, the camera controls on this are just that early 2000s 3D jank.
Indic.
Oh, you never played it yet?
I played it.
Gotta be here somewhere. Nope.
What is that blinking sound?
The blinking? That's the emerald, right? Is that what you're talking about? The ding? Like it's faster when it's yellow?
It's closer.
Ooh, see that? That just got faster. Where is it?
I found him.
Yeah, it just stopped, right? Is it coming through all right? How does it sound?
I have to try harder.
It's the only problem, it's loud. I guess, yeah, it sounds pretty good. I think with that, we're going to call it a night. I unfortunately have a early day tomorrow, so it's 4, 5. Let me go Chowo first. 5, 6. 7. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get 8 a.m. Oh no, it's. Yeah, I gotta get to sleep. That's something that stinks. Alright. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time. save all this. Then we'll end that there. But yeah, no, I do want to do, what was the game? I want to play some Sonic.
Y, 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 y.
Con